We are to 5, miscellaneous. A, Sac City Airport to address the council. Who will be doing that?
Well, I'd be elected, I guess.
Okay, Mark.
We do have the airport gal that takes care of us out there, and I chopped the tree down.
Why didn't you just use some of the branches we have? Why didn't you just use some of the branches we had here?
Yeah, we have plenty of
We'd have to burn
branches.
the rest, I can't do that.
We brought this at your attention a year ago, I guess, too, on the first part of this one. You don't want to?
You have enough, yes.
Yep, I think you got enough here. You might be short one paper. In the paper, it's been stated that we didn't, there was some questions as how they airport money and whatever, and this will sort of tell you what we have put together. One of them is the economic impact, the Sac City Municipal Airport. That was put together, which is a technical report, comes out of this little booklet here. That costs the taxpayers an awful lot of money, I guess, but it's for the whole state of Iowa, and it's at the airport. So anytime that you would like to see the other airports that are in there, you can come out to the airport and visit with them. That gives you your airport background on the, it's just a short 2 pages of the airport that we have in Sac City. It shows how much is our annual payroll on the 5 employees, and I don't know how they got all their information, but one of the things is that it is the $297,000 in total annual economic activity or output generated from the airport and its operation is quite outstanding, I think. And then, of course, they say that there's 5 jobs supported by businesses, activities, capital improvement projects, and spending. That comes out of the state. It doesn't come out of us. The next page that you'll see is who uses the airport. And that was one of the questions I believe was asked. It's not very well used. Small airports are not used very much in January, February because of the ice. And during the summertime there are storms that a lot of times the airplanes cannot fly. And so therefore we don't have that many airplanes in and out at certain times. However, it is used quite a bit by the different people. The second page, I believe, is from Lorraine Hospital, telling about the use of the anesthesiologists and the extra doctors that come into town. And then Sac City Development is the next one. It tells you a little bit about why Sac City Development would like to have the airport supported. Main Street Sac City is the next one. You can read these at your leisure when you'd like to. But they say that it's a tool for business recruitment. And then we have a letter that went to Adam from Gary Mahanan, the city administrator. And I think that tells you just a little more about it. And then, of course, Noble Popcorn's got theirs in. And at the Sac Sun last couple weeks ago, we had a deal in, and this fellow does fly in quite often. So it's, to us, at Noble Popcorn, I can speak for them, it's quite an economic development for us. It saves a lot of salespeople quite a bit of time, energy, and money. Sac Economic and Tourism also wrote a letter stating what they feel is the airport advantages. I don't think Jim's got the next page, which is avgas.
I gave it, yeah.
Okay, that gives you what the avgas totals are. since 2001. And that is the way that we pay back certain things. It doesn't show you exactly how much money we make, but the money goes back to the city to pay for the fuel tank that is out there that we put in 5 years ago, I would imagine at least. And that's the fuel that's sold out there pays back that. And that's I don't know exactly how much we do on that from the city, but that was a city project.
Milo, if you don't mind, do you have any type of comment about the fluctuation? I notice it seems to go up and go down and up and down. I was wondering if there was some kind of specific impact that causes that type of...
This, I don't know. You can see it growing each time, and then all of a sudden it went back in 2006. Julie could comment on it, I imagine.
I believe the bulk of it, Milo, is probably because of the crop planes that were coming in at one point in time were utilizing the gas, but now they went to jets using jet fuel, and we do not have jet fuel up there. Is that a fair statement?
That's right, yep.
Okay. And then to have jet fuel would cost us a heck of a lot more money because we don't see that many jets in our airport. But it does show you what our gas does, and then that's the payback on the, I would imagine it was 2001 when you put that in. But it was quite an expense. We do have, if you'd like to see some of the different things in January, February, she did run on those. Mainly at each one of our meetings, and Brian comes to quite a few of them, and we also send the minutes down to the city administrator, so he can give you an update on those each month if you want that. It just tells us who we have in. It's not very accurate because our person that's out there is not there 100% of the time, and we have airplanes come in and off. The only time that she would have an accurate count is when they get gas out here. But there are a lot of planes that come in, shut down, and they leave. We have nursing home people that have their mothers and dads out to nursing home. They have stayed several days out here and put the airplanes out. Last summer, I was quite enthused because there was 3 spray planes on the ground. There was a person that was here visiting his mother in the nursing home, which had a small airplane, and there was 2 other airplanes tied up. We didn't know who they were even. They were just a touch and go type. So you had about 6 airplanes out there at once. And I did ask the city administrator, the city Zach's son editor, to go out and take a picture of it, but we never did. He did come out though and took a picture of one of the spray pilots, and the spray pilot had given a tour to all the Kids World people out there. They brought out, I would imagine, 25, 30 kids out there. Very enthused, and it's something that really I think helped the kids sort of see what the airplanes were like. And he came back, he took off while we were talking about a smaller airplane out there, and he took off down the runway and then came back and smoked the whole runway, and that was very close to the ground. I got acquainted with him this year. He has been back, and I'm sure he'll be back again next year. We don't make that much money off of those pilots. However, it does help the motels. They stay in town when they can. And that's where we're coming from, is that the airport is a very good thing for the Sac City.